in the right direction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are here this morning because we believe in ourselves and our abilities that God has given to us to be great, to create, and to be that beacon of hope for our family and our generation. My name is Kieran Matthias, and I'll be your host this morning on the Morning Motivation Online. You see, one of the things that I wanted to share this morning is the power of faith. The power of faith. Now, the definition in the Bible says that faith is substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. Substance of things hoped for. Now, when we talk about substance, we're talking about something physical, something that you can touch, something that you can see. It is not imaginary, but it is there. And for faith to be substance of things hoped for, it is saying that you're hoping for this physical thing. It is not yet there, but you have hopes that it will be there. And evidence of things not seen. Evidence of things not seen. In the court of law, evidence of things not seen, they'll call it circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence. You know, evidence of this, the circumstances that had happened would have proven evident that this thing is true. Now, we're going to break this down and see how we can implement this in our day-to-day life as we go along, especially building our business. I started working out January of this year. Created a team around it. And this team would go to Emancipation Park in New Kingston, Jamaica. And we would work out, or we would go to Queens Hill. And we would work out day by day. And I found out that during that time, I lost 17 pounds. I lost 17 pounds in 3 months. So from January to March, I'd have lost 17 pounds. But I know I'd have gained some muscles. Right? But I came to the US in March. And for my first 2 months, I fell off because I was trying to adjust to the cold. And I fell off. Now, in that time, I realized something, and it is within me. I had this constant zeal to go and work out, this constant zeal to hit my fitness goals. And it wasn't possible because the place was so cold, and everybody know that the Caribbean is tropical. So I tried everything that I could but I couldn't come out. But everybody kept saying that it is going to be spring pretty soon and the weather is going to be a little better. So I'm saying to myself, okay, when come spring, I shall be back on my train. You see, just like winter came, spring will come, and summer will come, and autumn will come, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, whilst I was going through winter, day by day, it seemed like there was no end in sight. It seemed like winter was going to be my portion for the duration and the time that I am here. Because that's what I came into. And whilst you're going through winter, it is hard to think of anything else but to survive the day as they come. But surely, as there is winter, there is a spring. And surely as there is a spring, there is a summer. What am I saying? I'm saying that sometimes we're doing the work and we're focused and we have our goals ahead and we're working at our goals. But there will come a time when there's winter, and despite our best intentions, despite our zeal to make things happen, winter will knock the wind out of us. But the thing is, when winter comes, it is not time for us to quit. It is time for us to sorry about that, folks. Some technical challenges here. So it is time for us to refocus, recalibrate, and come again. Whilst I was going through the winter phase, I got sick right down to the core. But I rose myself back up every day, knowing that spring is going to come. Because everybody who lived here, who trod the road before me, said that spring is just around the corner. So I knew that spring was about to come. Now, folks, spring is right upon us in this business. Spring is spring is here with us. What does that mean? You see, I've observed Vida Divina, and I'm seeing what is happening with this company. And right now, Vida Divina is expanding. Vida Divina, for those who don't know, recently opened up the African continent. On a wide scale. So now, we have Africa officially open. And the Caribbean is being worked on constantly and consistently. So we just got Africa. We got Nigeria and a couple other countries in Africa that are open. And those countries were being worked on for probably about the last 2 years. Right? For about the last 2 years. And we're in a phase right now where we know a lot of people in the Caribbean are holding on, we're building a business, we're doing what we're doing, we're going through our challenges. And I can tell you, spring is upon us. And it's a matter of time before we'll hit summer. And the rewards would be great. Now, as I said to you guys, that I've been working out, I've been doing what I'm doing every day, day by day. But when you're in a particular phase, and you have faith that this will happen, there's no way, ladies and gentlemen, once you stay consistent, that it won't. Because consistency is key. To be consistent in our daily doings, folks. To be focused, to be consistent, to be constantly doing what we're doing on a day-to-day basis is what we'll need to hit that next level. Now, when I started working out on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I was not 2 weeks. There wasn't any changes. Right? But I was going out there every day, back to back, to work out. Every day, back to back. Because I decided that I'm going to take this opportunity to improve myself. And I've seen other people, results, who would have done it before. So I'm going to focus and I'm going to do it. Faith. This morning message is about faith. You guys should write that down. Faith. Substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. With faith, even though I'd fallen off several times, I decided that I'm going to get back on and I'm going to go again. You see, when we're working our businesses, folks, we're going to fall off. We're going to fall off a lot. But staying focused, working non-stop, having the mindset to win, that's ultimately what's going to get us there. I'm going to show you guys a picture when I started working out, who I was. So this is me. This is me, and this is what I was looking like. Now, after working out, you're going to find that it's not going to happen on the first day, it's not going to happen on the second day, it's not going to happen on the third day. But because of consistency, constant focus, and a work ethic, you have a never say die work ethic, ultimately, folks, you're going to get to the place that you want to be. And I'm going to show you. That's when I started out. This is where I'm at right now. Right? So, why am I showing you guys this? I want us to do two things. One, I want us to focus on building our businesses. But two, and this is important, I want us to focus on actually getting the weight off our own bodies, improving our own day-to-day health bottom line, and then Let us bring that energy to the marketplace, because everything is energy. Let us bring that energy to the marketplace. And by bringing that energy to the marketplace, we'll be able to inspire a lot more people. Because people are watching. Can you imagine? You put up a before and after picture that is yours, because you would have genuinely lost 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds in a particular period of time. And the people who would have been seeing you all this time, promoting, selling, doing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis to make it work for you. You think they're gonna say no if they want to achieve the same results that you want to have? It's impossible. So I have a challenge. And here's the challenge, because what I'm doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, being in the United States, I'm using the United States as a launching pad for the world. I remember when I was just starting out in Jamaica, I was saying, we're going to use Jamaica as a launching pad for the Caribbean. And you guys see what we would have done across the Caribbean by doing that. You guys would have seen what we would have done, what we would have accomplished. Right? Now, I'm going to be using the United States as a launching pad for the world, because when I came here to the US, what I saw, the diversity. There's so many cultures here. There's so many countries represented here. Since I've been here, I've seen people from Senegal. I've seen people from Tanzania. I've seen people from Ghana. I've seen people from Nigeria, people from Mexico, Colombia, China, Japan, Uruguay, Panama. There's so many people here. So can you imagine the large diaspora that is here in the United States that we can tap into to get into all of these countries? So here's the challenge, folks. I want you to focus, lock in focus on talking to at least 10 people, 10 new people every single day. Remember, I don't have a network in the United States. I don't know much people here, right? And I'm talking to at least 10 new people every day. At least 10 new people every day. And once we're able to capture a lot of these places, I'm telling you folks, if you're focused on talking to 10 new people every day, then you will get a foothold in all of these countries that is represented here. You'll definitely get a foothold. Because a lot of people may think it's not possible to expand, because you're only looking at the country and your surrounding and how many people are in your country. But let me tell you this. When I was starting out in Jamaica, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a lot of influence or anything. The only thing I did is make up in numbers what I lacked in skills. And I went out there talking to strangers every day. Every day. Sir Christopher Thomas will tell you. Our paths crossed before we knew that we were in alignment with each other. Briefly, because I was out there talking to people, walking up to strangers every day. That everybody will have the mindset to do this at first. It's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes people are going to tell you no and people are going to turn you off and you're going to feel like, oh my God, am I out here doing the right thing? Because that happened to me so many times. I remember one day I was talking to so many people and everybody was saying, yes, 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 yes. And I walked up to this one gentleman in MCB car park in New Kingston. Never forget it. It was right at the top of Knoxwood Boulevard. And I was just walking up to him to ask him if he knows anybody who'd be interested in losing 5 to 7 pounds. And the gentleman was like, no, not interested. And that shot my confidence for the whole day. I felt like I wanted to go home. But the more I did it, the more I kept going. The more I keep on going and going and going. I got so numb to no's that now, you should tell me no, it's next. So you may start off a little bit iffy, unsure, nervous. But I'm telling you guys, you're going to get so numb to that if you keep going, that is going to come in like absolutely nothing. Also, online, let us take the opportunity to speak to 10 of our Facebook friends online, and also expand our Facebook and our Instagram to add 10 new friends every day. And as we expand, folks, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to reap some of this harvest that is coming. Because you don't want harvest to come. You don't want summer to come. And you're not ready to reap. So we have to be preparing ourselves. And how do we prepare? By expanding, spreading the word. Talk to 10 new people every day at least, feeding it part-time, and 30 people feeding it full-time. Because when we kick off this launch, ladies and gentlemen, within our team, and I start sending those new people within the team, you have somebody in either their country or from their diaspora within your team personally, so that we can connect and grow just like we do it in the Caribbean. So ladies and gentlemen, this is something to look out for. But with that said, so the time is up on us. I'm going to open the line, and I'm going to allow you guys to share what are some of the things that you have been doing to improve your business on a day-to-day basis. Alright, you can unmute yourself, anybody at all. You can unmute and you can share. What are some of the things that you have been doing to improve your business on a day-to-day basis? Okay, let me ask Lady Natasha to unmute. Lady Natasha. Just ask you to unmute. You can come ahead and share with us.
Okay, good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm actually new to this platform, and all I would do is sell the product. I am using the tea right now at presently, so this is all that I know of for now. Recruiting and getting in contact with each other online persons, I'm not fully familiar with that platform as yet, but as I'm located in the Martin, so yeah, that's why I'm here listening.
Awesome stuff, Lady Natasha. But let me ask you, how has the product been working for you thus far?
For me, it's very great, very great. And my problem is I need to put my pictures together because I need to get that done. As you were sharing yours, I need to put mine together and to share it.
Awesome, because visualization is everything.
Yes. And for selling my tea, it's awesome because some people don't want to make it themselves. They ask me to do it as well for them, and they pay the extra, so it's good for me on the other hand. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm creeping, I'm crawling.
All
But
right.
pertaining to the because you connecting with other people now, how do I connect with the persons or people online? Like, do I invite them to a call? How the approach? How do I approach them? Like, these are the things like I would love to know.
Okay. All right.
Because
Let me see.
I think my upline is actually my brother bring me into this, and he also as well is new. So
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me first say, Lady Natasha, that making the tea, it is not advice. And let me tell you why. For somebody, right? Rather have them
you're breaking up.
follow the instructions and make it for themselves.
Yes, because most person that I connect with, they are on a busy schedule.
Can you
So
hear me better?
Sorry? Yeah, I can hear you. But most people that I connect with, they are on busy schedule, no timing, so I will get a water for them and get it done. Just prepare it and give it to them, that's all. I'm not hearing anything.
Oh,
Hey, good morning.
okay,
This is
okay,
Aisha
yeah.
Queen.
All right, I understand that, but okay.
Okay, I think we can hear you now. Go ahead, Kieran, try again. All right, so I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on with your internet, Kieran, but we're not hearing you.
what I was saying now, Lady Natasha, through any at all. I'm not coming through any at all.
We hear you at this moment.
Are you guys in?
You got to
I
keep
don't know why,
talking.
but I seem to be
Keep
having
talking
some
so we
technical-
can see if we can hear you. Keep talking.
Okay, okay, awesome. All right. So what I was saying is that with that particular policy, why it is in place is this. You have people allergic to herbs. People are allergic to pretty much almost every and anything. Right? You guys are hearing me clearly? Just keep with me and let me know so that I can know that I'm being heard. All right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. So, say for example, you sell a tea, right? And I've met people who are allergic to orange, people are allergic to mushrooms, people are allergic to so many things. So, you meet somebody who is allergic to ginger. You made the tea for them. And they start having breakouts all over their bodies and stuff. They go to the doctor say, yes, it's this tea that caused it because you're allergic to ginger and you drank the tea. This person now decide that, hey, I went to doctor, I spent $5,000, could have died. I didn't go to work for 2 weeks, so now I need to be compensated, and the whole 9 yards. And they come back at you and say, hey, I want to be compensated because this and that and that and that happened to me. You're going to be saying to them, and when I say you, I'm not talking about you personally, I'm speaking in general terms now, right? You're going to be saying to them, hey, but you should have read the pack. You should have known that you should have read the label and what have you. And for whatever reason, this person decided to say, you know what, we're going to court. And you end up in court with the person. You see, because you made the tea for them, Vida Divina is not going to be liable because it's against their policy. And in the policy section, they'll say, hey, we did not, you could have put something else in the tea. We don't know what you put in the tea when you made it for the customer. Vida Divina will not be liable for that. But if you sold that person the tea and they went home and they made it for themselves, and then something like this should happen, all you have to do is say, hey, listen, you see that tea that I sold you? Send an email to this number or call this number and have it dealt with. Are you the distributor? Reach out to Vida Divina and let them know that this is happening or whatever. But if for whatever reason, there's a lawsuit or whatever it may be, gotten a lawsuit. We've been operating from 2016 until now, and we have never gotten a lawsuit. We have never gotten any adverse reaction to our products or anything like that. But I'm saying this to you guys so that you guys can know the policy and be safe in your day-to-day operations. All right? So with that said, if something should happen, you can simply pass it off on the company. I'm not doing anything to do with this. I didn't create these products. Go directly to Vida Divina, they'll take care of you. That's it. And you know Vida Divina, but broad, right? So that's why I always try to stay in policy. Try to operate in policy simply because it takes the heat off me and it put it on the company. Alright? So let us try to stay in policy as best as possible. So all you do, for all of those people that are busy and stuff, you say, listen, it takes just about less than 5 minutes to make. Do you have 5 minutes? That's all. And then you show them the instructions and send them the video to create the product. Alright?
Okay, so great. As I said, I'm new to the platform, new to the product.
Definitely.
So that's why I'm putting myself to at least learn something about it.
Right, definitely. And I appreciate you being on here. You know, I truly appreciate you being on here. And it's a great thing that I called you up this morning because somebody needed to hear this. Alright? So that we can all be guided. So thank you so very much, Lady Natasha, for answering my call. Now let me get to the next part of your question. You asked, how do you approach people online? It is the same like walking up to people. So what I'll do, I pretty much tap into people's groups, and I'll post like for groups that are sales groups in any country, and I'll post a before and after picture of myself showing my results, and then I'll say, this could be you in 14 days, inbox me for details. When I do that, I'll get replies under my pictures and stuff, and then I'll have an audience to talk to. I also inbox people directly to ask the indirect question. Inbox people and be like, hey, how are you doing? Person will say, I'm cool. How are you? I say, I'm alright. So let's have a quick question. Do you know anyone that would be interested in losing 5 to 7 pounds off the stomach within 5 days? Person may say, yeah, they may say no. If they say no, say, okay, great, thanks. And then I ask them if they could give me a shout out. If they say no, I'm asking for a shout out. And they may ask me for the content, and I say, okay, you can post this on your page, and I'll give them the same before and after picture with the caption. In 14 days, this could be you. Inbox for details. That's it. And if they say yes, I say, okay. Most of the time when they say yes, they're saying me. So what I say after that is, alright, I have a challenge going on. We are helping people to lose weight off the tummy, 5 to 7 pounds in 5 days or more. What's your weight goal? And then there you spark the conversation. That's pretty much what it's done, and I think we should, probably organize a training on this. So that we also have a channel on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you type in my name, I'm going to share my name in the box right now, folks, so that you can get the correct spelling. I have a lot of training on it. They're old stuff, but they're still goodies. Old videos, but still goodies. Alright? So you see literally what I do to build. Just share my YouTube name in the chat box. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that helps. So I'm gonna ask, let me take one more person. You can go ahead and share with us. Just one more. And we'll close it out. Alright, I'm gonna ask Jillian Ashman. Jillian Ashman won't be able to hear me. Okay, let me see who else. Alright, let me ask Tara to unmute and share with us how things have been for you in business.
Hello?
Lady Tara.
Hello?
Hey. Share
Hello?
with us what has been happening for you. What have you been doing?
I can say it's not.
Build your business.
I am not consistent. I must say. I'm getting there. I'm learning each and every day. Basically learning and applying those teachings.
Okay.
That's for me.
All right. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Considering that you're saying you're not consistent, I mean, you know what the problem is. What do you think can be done to make you more consistent?
No, the thing is that, as you just said, know me next. Sometimes when you approach persons and this negative feedback constantly, it's really a deterrent. It's really a deterrent. And persons try to say the meanest thing about, because I remember asking somebody telling somebody about the tea, about what it is for the and that. And she was saying, I was showing her the report of getting chocolate. And the lady was saying, no, this is liposuction. It's liposuction them doing, and they're not telling her the truth. And I said, no, it's not liposuction. And I was there explaining to the lady and everything, but she was just in her field.
Right.
With what was saying. She was saying a lot of negative things, and one the other. So I just left that. Yeah.
And those are the kind of things that kind of turn you off.
Yes.
Okay,
And I remember the next person I went to, and I was telling the person about the product, and the person was saying to me, I'm too expensive and this, and calling me a thief and all of that. I said, no. So here those things that really devastating.
Right.
It's just like one negative after the next. But I'm learning to get past those things.
Yeah, all right. Let me tell you. So when I just started out
Yeah.
talking to people, I used to feel like that. Like when I was out there, I remember one day when I just launched, and I was in Old Harbour Town, right? I was right at the KFC and that main street, and there were people passing up and down. I had a book in my hand, and I was asking everybody who passed. Quick question, you know anybody be interested in losing 5 to 7 pounds? This girl, she was walking past, and I was trying to stop her. I was like, hey, quick question. She was like, listen, me know why you're nothing. And I was like, okay, enjoy the rest of your day. And then I went to the next girl after that was standing right there in our flow uniform. And I said, hey, quick question. You know anybody would be interested in losing 5 to 7 pounds after? Coming in 5 days. And she was like, sure, listen. This girl was coming across the road. She was huge. I decided to stop her and say, hey, same question I asked. She was like, no, I'm not interested. I went up to a gentleman who was sitting in his van. And just as he saw me coming with the book and stuff, and I said, hey, quick question. The guy wind up his window. So, the thing is, we're gonna face a lot of these things while we're out there building a business, and every business is the same. It's not just network marketing. Every business, you name it. If you digital and flow people out, there every day. If you're in Jamaica, paying them any mind at all. These companies are big established companies, and people are not looking at them. They're trying to get it to switch over. People are not talking to them. People are walking away. They face negativity on a day-to-day basis. But here's the deal. What we have to understand that when people say no, they're not saying no to us. Right? You're saying no because they do not have the information that we have. And a lot of times they may not even ever get the information because they may not want to hear what we have to say. To give them the information. So they're saying no because they're not knowledgeable, so to speak.
But excuse me, sir. Sometimes these people don't allow you to share with them.
Exactly.
They don't
Exactly.
even
That's what I'm saying. Some of them will never know. Some of them will never ever get the information. Ever. But here's the deal. When we're building, when you're out there talking to people,
yeah,
we have to first understand that it's not no to you. Right? These people don't know you, you don't know them. It's not no to you. And the next thing, when we're going up to people, let us not preempt their answer. Because sometimes we do that and it becomes devastating when we get an adverse answer to what we were thinking. Because what happened for me is that I realized, and this is when I got numb, I'm expecting, especially if I talk to 10 people and the 10 people just said yes, I'm expecting the 11th person to give me the same reaction. And when they don't, it devastates me. So if I go to person 1 through 10 and I say, who do you know that would be interested? And it's like me, or I know somebody, or I don't know anybody right now, but if I know anybody, I'll take into consideration. Things like that. I know they're brushing you off nicely. And then I go to person 11, expecting person 11 to say the same thing, and person 11 will be like, listen, I'm not interested. Or why are you talking to me? Or person 11 even don't answer me at all. That hit me because I was preempting a particular reaction. So we should also not preempt a reaction. And in doing that, let us go out there looking for everybody to say no. And And I promise you, when you go out there, you're looking for everybody to give you the worst. You walk up to somebody in your mind, you're expecting them to get them to give you the worst possible reaction. When they do, you're not gonna feel all that bad. I promise you this.
Okay.
Right? So what, like, for example, the lady that was being all negative, when you walked up to her, you're saying, this is how she's going to be. And she's that way. We're psychologically wired like this. I'm telling you, you're not going to be looking at that as something awful. Versus when you're saying, this is what's going to happen, and then you get disappointed. Right? Another thing that we have to take into consideration as well is that these products that we have, a lot of people don't know them. They're new. Alright? And with that, a lot of people don't gravitate to new things so well. But the more we educate the mass, a lot of those people who told you no today, tomorrow those people will be saying yes to somebody else. But you have to spread your wings so far and so wide that when those people are ready to say yes, they're saying yes to somebody who's in your organization, if not you. Because I've seen this so many times. People who said no to me today is saying yes to somebody else tomorrow that is in my organization, and I thought, see them come into my downline, or they may have purchased something from somebody else and they're saying to me, hey, I got the tea that you were telling me about some time ago. And it really worked. I don't know why I didn't listen to you. Some stories I'll hear, some I don't get to hear. But I know for a fact that...
Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
The lady that was giving me the negative about liposuction and then not telling me the truth, tell persons and everything, she just bought the tea out of support.
She did what?
And he came back to me and was saying, this tea is working wonders for her because you notice her blood sugar going down and down and down and down. She was the one that was saying all these negative things to me. And she bought the tea just out of support. And she was relating that the tea is good, doing a good work.
So now you realize that it wasn't even against you and nor the product.
No.
It's just that she didn't have the information. The substance is she just didn't have the information, and now she's more knowledgeable. She'll be able to come back over and over and over again tenfold.
And in the initial stage, I did not say anything to her about diabetic or anything like that. Just belly fat. And she was the one that found out that this tea is good for that.
Exactly. So, in the medical claims and stuff, but when you see people use the products and then they come back to you and they tell you, hey, this happened for me, that's happening for me, this is happening for me. The psychic energy that you get from this is powerful. Indeed. Now get ready to start our day. Let us stay focused. Let us go out there and understand that every no means not right now. And no is not a personal attack on you or a rejection or the people rejecting you. It's just that they don't have the information and it's only a reflection of them. No is a reflection of how ignorant they are as to what you're doing. That's it. That's all no is. So it doesn't matter how they say it, that's what it is. Let us have faith as we do what we're doing, knowing that the results will come once we put the work in. And let us talk to 10 people minimum daily. Alright? So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the rest of your day. This call is officially over.